Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Marion Revol. I'm a manager within the BearingPoint Retail, Luxury and CPG team. We are on January the 19th for our fourth Debrief podcast on the NRF by BearingPoint. I have the pleasure to share the micro today with Stuart Higgins.
Hi everyone, Stuart Higgins here. I'm a partner with BearingPoint and I look after the consumer goods and retail sector within the UK.
Good, thank you, Stuart. So I'm going to start this podcast by sharing with you the retail trends that have been discussed on the 14th of January. So it was the third day of the NRF conference, and overall, it was for us a really good quality level, addressing three major trends. So we discussed e-commerce acceleration, supply chain hyper agility, and also the so-called meet consumers where they are. Without any surprise, the e-commerce acceleration has been again discussed during this third day of conferences. In fact, the pandemic and the lockdown have accelerated online spending, speeding up e-commerce growth by 4 to 6 years, and boosting online shopping across all generation and product categories. If we look at millennials and Gen Z, of course they dominated the online shopping, but baby boomers and Gen X are the ones that operated the biggest shift during the lockdown. According to Google, it takes around 60 days to form a new habit. Therefore, back to normal is unlikely to happen. According to the SAP and the Economist study, 60 to 65% of people declare that they won't go back to their previous habits. So online shopping really has more fans now. Let's take a look now at the e-retail acceleration in luxury fashion in China. The Chinese customers can be described as very demanding, up to speed with fashion, and also very advanced in terms of technologies. And on top of that, they are much younger than European customers. Indeed, the average customer in luxury in China is around 25, while it's around 40 in Europe. As Chinese culture and markets are very different, European fashion luxury brands really need to build a solid go-to-market strategy and partnership with strong local online players in order to optimize their market penetration, but also adapt their communication, amplify the customer audience, and develop the customer engagement with the brand. And this is where platforms like Alibaba will enable retailers to quickly enter the market, bring the message home, stay authentic, and build loyalty. One of the latest shopping trends, actually reshaping the online customer experience in China, is the live shopping. After the video shopping, which was a big success with the millennials a few years ago in Asia and in the US, the live shopping is indeed much more complete in its definition and in its approach. It offers consumers the ability to shop and interact with experts or influencers via live video or chat and have them try on items for you. It's really described as an authentic, personalized, and entertaining shopping experience. The live shopping has indeed seduced more than 400 million Chinese consumers and represents around $140 billion in China today. The second trend of the day was about speeding up your supply chain, which is indeed about hyper agility. To adapt to this e-commerce acceleration and provide a satisfying customer experience in a changing environment, it is indeed key to increase supply chain dexterity, both in terms of agility and responsiveness. This past year has shown just how fragile our retailers' supply chain are and that they have to make them more resilient, leveraging a blockchain or other auto ID technologies in order to enhance the traceability, the transparency, and the operational efficiency. And I would like to quote here IBM, who put in a nice sentence that the key to supply chain resiliency is supply chain visibility. To finish this trend review, our last topic was about meet consumers where they are. It was indeed the last trend of the day, and I would like to have Stuart zooming on one of our favorite conferences on this topic.
Yes, thanks, Marion. The conference I liked most was why OMS is the key to omnichannel agility, profitability, and transformation, featuring Forrester and Envista. The COVID pandemic has forced many consumers to become more digitally savvy, and online is clearly more ubiquitous than ever. But nobody really shops in a single channel. Customers tend to use online for convenience and better pricing, and in-store for tactility, the ability to try on and to buy instantly. But purchase journeys are typically including multiple channels. So omnichannel purchasing has become a must-have. And actually, at BearingPoint, we refer to that as unified commerce to differentiate it with what people used to refer to as omnichannel. However, When it comes to implementation, retailers are often surprised by how hard it is to make it happen, with around 60% of retailers having issues with cross-channel inventory planning, inventory accuracy, staff incentives, pick and pack technologies, and last but not least, delivering on promise, which is a fundamental really. OMS is key to enabling omni-channel services like buy online, pick in store, ship from store, ship to store, and endless aisle. OMS manages the inventory deployment, but also the full process and communication to store associates, enabling stores to ensure they keep the retailer's service promises on availability and lead time, and that they effectively communicate order progress to customers via SMS or emails. To deliver a satisfying omnichannel experience, retailers have to guarantee at least 98% in-store stock file accuracy, which represents a probable order failure rate of around 1 in 50 orders. Anything less from a store stock file accuracy perspective will tend to lead to terrible customer service. Now, that's where RFID technology is a game changer, providing high levels of stock accuracy, which prevents the need to increase store stock security margins and overall store stock levels, whilst also critically enabling fast in-store location of product and picking and packing for customer delivery. Retailers should also use AI technologies and predictive analysis in order to optimize forecasting and replenishment based on the total omnichannel demand and not just on payment and fulfillment locations. AI-based OMS also allows retailers to improve order sourcing and routing rules, taking into consideration profitability, which goes beyond classic transportation, labor, and lead time criteria. So to conclude, AI-based OMS enables the maximization of GM ROI by continually optimizing all forecasting, replenishment, and inventory deployment factors dynamically to align with customer choices for fulfillment channel and lead time. So, Marion, what are the key things that we shouldn't miss at the NRF today?
So if you want to know more about sustainability, e-commerce, and direct-to-consumer acceleration, but also about unified supply chain, which is a big trend and the world after, here are the conferences you should check out today. First recommendation begins with sustainability topic at 6 p.m. GMT +1, how sustainability is changing the retail landscape by two world-class retailers, H&M and IKEA. Their sustainability managers will discuss some of the initiatives that they are championing for the year 2021. At 7:45 p.m., complete your knowledge about sustainability and customer management in this world after through the conference Pivoting with Purpose, Lessons from DTC Brands. To end the day, at 8:45 p.m., the conference Scaling Up in the Last Mile, Meeting Demand for More, will explore the strategies and technologies innovative brands are deploying to not just survive the new normal, but thrive. Here is another great program for the beginning of this second week of the NRF. We wish you a good end of the day and see you on Thursday 21st from 5 p.m. for the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.